Hello there, survivors. This is Corith Winnet, Myth Tracker, and this is the WarZ. I just thought I'd actually come on and just do an update. I've just been watching some episodes with interviews with a developer, and they were very interesting. And some of my thoughts on the coming wipe and patch. The newest thing is going to be strongholds. They're going to be standalone servers where you actually log out anywhere and can just go to the server screen and then go in whichever one. Well, if you've got a password or if you've got access to it, anyone. My problem with this is it's encouraging server jumping. It's, in my mind, not very good that way. It's also very good for people to survive a bit longer. Where am I? I am. Some people have suggested possibly set points where you could actually get to a bandit. Where you could actually get to a point and then you can actually get to a stronghold that way. But that would actually encourage bandits to camp those areas and shoot people on the way and way out and get loot as they come out. Very rare items which can only come out of strongholds. My major opposition to strongholds is at the moment you've got to purchase it with your own money. And that's actually well, not good for me, not good for a lot of people which don't have much money. You're relying on the charity of others to help you through the game. So that's my quick thought on that. The other one is clans. Apparently there's going to be a friends list. Coming as clans. Good and bad I can see on both of that. One of the good things is you've got someone to play with. The bad thing is more team deathmatch. To try and either filter that out or, well, they won't know until they've implemented it really. So really can't say for sure what's going to happen. So I'm just trying to concentrate at the moment. Right, the other thing is 2 new models, female models. My thoughts on this are excellent. More female models, good. A lot of games are mainly male, not many female. Trouble is though, they portray them in the worst possible light. They make them very sexual, very sleazy. Doesn't encourage girls to come and play. They should actually make 1 or 2 of them actually just look normal, possibly tomboy-esque maybe. Just for the people who want to play like that. You don't always have to look like a tart. Someone's been here recently. The one good thing, which is actually showing that they're actually thinking seriously about this game, is the last 2 characters they actually developed and brought out looked exactly like their concept sketches, and that is brilliant. And if these 2 characters come out the same, all the better. It just means they've actually they're more serious about making an absolute superb game. The one major problem I have is I've heard that this wipe's going to announce that it's going to be beta. The problem with that is it's nothing like the screenshots. Those are the alpha concept art. What alpha is, it's this getting the system running with most all features they require, and getting them almost 100% or 100% to their knowledge, with game developers debugging it, testing it, see if there's any problems, and then, and only then, do they actually look something like those concepts, sketches. Then they actually open up closed beta, which allows a small control group in to test the game, and they're encouraged to break the game as much as possible, try and find all the errors, and then relatively new concept, about 10 years, is open beta, open beta, where people can come in. A lot more people stress service, stress the game, and try and find more bugs. More people, more bugs found, more things for them to actually fix to make a better game on proper release. And that's the way it should be. So this should not be leaving alpha yet. Not with the feature list they wanted, and they're not even implemented. So they're using terminology incorrectly. Now, that's it's strange because the character sketches and the character art in the game is identical. So why can't they do the game to the concept art? It's a very ambiguous game. It's a big enigma. I still don't know what to make of it yet. I'm enjoying it. It's not wonderful. It's not terrible. It has captured my imagination at the moment because it's the only game I can play like this. But there are big gaping holes they should address. My biggest problem is the great big holes in the mountains where people can hide, fall down, get stuck. They're everywhere. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'll go back over there and get those items up there. One of the things I've heard from one of the interviews is it's the next zone they're working on is California, and they're trying to do other zones from around the world. Now that would be interesting. I would like to see something close to where I live, in England. Somewhere in the Far East, possibly. Maybe even a desert, not a war-torn place like Iraq or anything like that. There you go. They need to fix that. Please, please, please fix that. I see no one's picked up a... Oh no, that's the new spawn of a pick. I picked that up the other day. Oh no, it's not. It's the baseball bat. One thing I am looking out for at the moment is counter sniper points. What I mean by that is I want to hunt bandits to help newbies get along, instead of being shot out from under them by some obnoxious little 12-year-old with a god complex. and they seem to always use almost the same places because they've got no imagination at all. So I've been looking at some videos, finding out where they commonly camp, and try and find alternate places where I can set up a sniper and pepper them. So if I see them, I'll shoot them. Become a lawman. Hurrah. Excuse me a moment. Sorry about that. So yeah, I've still got big reservations about this game. I've also got high hopes as well. It's not often I get a mixed feeling about a game, and I hope I'm wrong. I know one of the interviews I watched, they said they only had 5 permanent staff, and the rest they contracted on, so it ranged between 15 and 25 people. The interview I've just watched, which is 2 weeks old, said they got 25 staff, which are mostly contracted. So that's actually quite uh, similar. So they're keeping the information the same. Another thing which makes me a little bit suspicious about this game is the fact that anyone says anything. Oh, gosh, some freeze there. What the heck is that? It's a tree stump. A lot of the topics have just completely disappeared. Almost as though they've had a complete clean out. And then one topic's been put in its place, and after a little bit of flack on it, they've locked it. No access to that part of the forum anymore, really, just apart from reading it. So yet again, contradictory data. They seem to be doing a lot of things people want, just not very... I don't know, it's really odd. They're doing things people want, and they're also doing things people don't want. And they're keeping things a little... You've got to keep things secret in this game, otherwise people steal it. But there's secrets and teasers. Teasers are a lot better. Let a bit of the information out, and let them juice on that. Just, you don't have to give a full code snippet or anything like that. Well, that's all I really wanted to say anyway about all that, so I'll probably think about something else later. I probably won't see many people. There's only 10 on. So I'm going to call that here, and I hope you enjoyed my musings. If you've got any counter musings, please leave a comment. If you like, subscribe and like. If you didn't like and you dislike, please leave a comment and say why you didn't dislike it. I can only get better with good criticism. Alright, thank you very much, all survivors. This is Chriswin.